what PDA feels like to me as an autistic person, and I'm not talking about public displays of affection here, I'm talking about pathological demand avoidance or persistent drive for autonomy. Now for me, I find that even some of the basic things that need doing, like for example, going to the toilet or eating, I find it really super irritating if I'm in the middle of doing something. For example, if I'm in the middle of doing this video and my body starts to tell me I'm hungry or that I need a wee, and I'm like, no, I'm doing the video, that's more than irritating, I'm not going to do that, no. And even when I finish the video, I will not go and have a wee because I don't want to have a wee yet, even though my body's telling me. And it's the same with eating. I am very strict with eating, and no, I don't snack. And that's not maybe because I don't want to, but that's because my body might be telling me I want to snack, and I'm like, no, I eat breakfast, I eat lunch, I eat dinner, I don't snack. And that can be to my detriment. For example, another one would be when I arrive somewhere in the car, even if it's at home and I really want to get inside, I will sit, I will turn the engine off, or even if I'm a passenger, I'll sit, I will stop, I will look at my phone, and I will sit for a couple of minutes before I get out the car, even though I'm really keen to get inside. Another big one for me is I need to make a doctor's appointment. I've had the letter sitting there for about 2 weeks, waiting for me to ring up and make the doctor's appointment. And I know I need to do it, and I want to do it for my health, but I can't do it. 2 reasons. One, as an autistic person, it's a new doctor's surgery, and that is a bit terrifying to go into a new environment that I don't know, especially a sort of medical one, which is one of my big things. And 2, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make the phone call. I don't want to have the appointment, even though I know I need to do that. So that's been sitting there for weeks, and it's always on my mind every day. Oh, I haven't done it again. Another week's passed. And they're quite small things. But when it comes to things like in the workplace, that has been a big problem for me in the past. Obviously, it causes a lot of friction because a lot of people I've found, sort of like the jobs worth type people, they're the real people I struggle with. Or if it's a system that I just can't see the point in, and someone's trying to show me how it works or teach me it or whatever, and I'm like, I just don't get why. It just seems crappy or unfair or unjust, and then I just can't get my head around it, and then I start to get really irritated about it. So what does PDA feel like to you? It can be as basic as, the house needs tidying, but I really want it to be clean. I really love a clean house, but I just can't bring myself to do it because it needs doing. So how do you do the things that you don't want to do? Or even if it's something you really want to do, like you might really want to go and see your friend, or you might want to go to see a film or whatever it is, but you just can't bring yourself to do it because it's a demand on your time. I used to love, as an autistic person, and I'm quite a rigid person, autistic person. I like rigidity, and I like structure. That's the word. And I used to write lists. I write lists for the morning, write lists for the afternoon, and part of me loves the lists. I love ticking off the lists. I just love lists. But I've had to chuck the lists away because the PDA side of me finds them so irritating and so stressful and so overwhelming that I just can't be dictated to like that. So I've got the one side that loves the rigidity and the list. I've got the other side who's just like, no, I'm not doing what you're telling me. How dare you tell me that needs to be done by 10 a.m. So it's a real conflict in the brain. So what I'd love to hear from you is, what do you do? How do you do the things you need to do, or the things you want to do, but the things, or even the things you don't want to do that you have to do? Like wash, for example, the basics. How do you do that? Like, what is your process? How have you overcome these challenges, or do you still find them just incredibly challenging? Please let me know. Reach out to me. Tell me what you do and what you don't do and what you find really hard, because I do appreciate that to the outside world, or even to another autistic person who doesn't have a PDA profile, this might sound a little bit bonkers. But it's not bonkers. It is literally just the way that our brains are made, and it can be really frustrating. So let me know. Please let me know how you deal with PDA. I'd be fascinated to know. And please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.